Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zion Aesthetic, and today I'm doing another palette pageant review for my series. This one's just going to be a short little one before I run to town. Today I'm going to be talking about the Tarte Skin Twinkle lighting palette that came out about 4 or 5 months ago, along with the rest of the stuff from the Rainforest of the Sea collection, which was a collection by Tarte that they sold at Sephora. It had a bunch of products. It had a foundation and pretty much anything you can think of. They even had a color correcting palette, I'm pretty sure, and they had blushes, and they had all sorts of things. And out of the entire collection, this is the one thing that I purchased and the thing that I was the most excited about. So if you're interested to see what's inside this palette and to hear what I think about it, please keep watching. When I saw that Tarte had released a Rainforest of the Sea collection, I was very excited. Tarte in general was one of the first brands that I ever got into when I got into cosmetics about a year ago, and while I have had some misses by them, this Sculptor stick by Tarte, oh my gosh, point proven, I guess. I was gonna say it's quite dry, but apparently it's literally dry enough to break out. But this was a huge miss for me. I mean, the contour side itself is actually not the worst thing for a cream contour, but it just does not blend very well. It definitely stays looking patchy. And then this is almost an abomination. It is just, I don't know how you're supposed to use that as a highlight. It's just super cakey, and I haven't been able to find any real use out of this. It's kind of just sat in my collection. But when I saw that they released the Rainforest of the Sea collection, I got excited because while that is not a good product, I do have many products by Tarte that I really do enjoy. And even as of late, they've really been stepping up their game from what I've seen. And so I decided to give some things from the collection a try. I ended up only getting this. I am going to probably try their foundation as well, but I wanted to start off by getting this. When you open this up, it has 3 pans with 3 different products in it. This one over here is called Moonlight, this one's Filtered Light, and this is Sunlight. They are all slightly varying colors, and they're used for slightly different things. These two are highlights, like straight up highlights that you would put right here on the tops of the cheeks. I actually have a little bit of this Sunlight, this champagne gold, right on the tops of my cheekbones. And this one in the middle is more of like an under eye setting powder. But I do not like this powder. I've heard some people say that they really like it, and other people say that they don't like it or they don't understand what it's used for. I'm not sure if it's just for me and my skin tone, or if it's just not that good of a product in general, but this has definitely given me a lot of issues when trying to use it as a setting powder. The packaging of this is really nice. It's very secure, and it has a click closed. I love the design on the front, this ocean design, because it's the Rainforest of the Sea, and the gold on the back and on the sides are all really nice. My favorite part about the packaging, though, is the mirror. I talked about this in my last Get Ready With Me video using the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I use this mirror every day when I apply my makeup, because most palettes, when you have mirrors, you try to put it back and they just flop because they're made out of cardboard. Because this palette is made so nicely and the hinges are so nice, I can actually angle this at any angle that I need when I'm doing my makeup, and so I'll have it down pretty flat when I'm trying to put my fake lashes on, and I'll have it up a little bit when I'm putting on my eyeshadow, and it just stays at the exact angle that you need it to stay at to apply your makeup. And so I honestly have gotten more use out of this as a mirror than as anything else. But that's not to say the products aren't amazing. I do love the highlighters in this palette. First, over here, we have Moonlight. Moonlight is a rosy pearl, and it's just a very light, beautiful, shimmery color. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand for you guys. There's that. I hope you can see it in this light. It is very glimmery. I love the way that this color really reflects off the sun and makes your cheeks have such a nice sheen to them. And then over here on the other side is probably the one I use most frequently. This is Sunlight. It is a champagne gold. And this one I use underneath almost any highlight that I use. It just gives all of my highlights that beautiful golden champagne undertone. It's almost similar to the Champagne collection by Becca, just in the color and the opacity of it. That is it underneath. Oh, flipping you off. That is it underneath the Moonlight. This is Sunlight. This one, oh, can you see? I really hope you can see just how gorgeous they look when reflecting light. It's just such a nice texture, and it has just like a beautiful champagne glow. Now I'm going to swatch this middle color for you, Filtered Light, even though I don't use it. Even the consistency of it is very different than the other colors. It feels very dry and chalky compared to the other two. It is used for a different purpose, obviously, but it still just always feels too dry for me. You can kind of see it down here, and it just kind of fades into the skin because it's a setting powder, but I found it just makes me look patchy and dry every time. I definitely recommend this palette. I would probably have bought this even if it just had this color in it, but Moonlight I also get a lot of use out of, so I really love that. I could do without filtered light in the middle, but other than that, these two are really good. I think it's definitely worth the price, especially for the mirror. The mirror is life-changing. If you already have a nice handheld mirror, you obviously don't need it, but at the time when I purchased this palette, I did not. And since getting this palette, I actually still have not purchased a mirror, just because this one works so flawlessly. That is it for this palette pageant review. I know this is the shortest video ever, but there weren't very many colors to talk about or swatch in this, and also I am in kind of a hurry. I have to head downtown to have a meeting with some of the members of the Religion and Philosophy Club that I am a part of, and I just figured I'd squeeze this in because I used this today, and I was excited about it, and I just wanted to show you guys, because it's definitely a product that I get a lot of use out of, both in the actual pan and with the mirror. If you want to see my other palette pageant reviews, I will put a link somewhere on the screen, and I will leave my channel link down in the description bar. If you would like to see more palette pageant reviews, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you guys are enjoying it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated for when I do post those. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys learned something about this palette, even though it wasn't a very big palette. I definitely recommend it. The packaging is top-notch, and those two highlight colors are top-notch. You can just kind of forget the middle color was ever even there, and this palette is still worth the money. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.